YouTube. What's good? It's your boy C. Today we have LeBron James opening up by losing to the Nuggets. Hopefully this does not piss me off. I ain't gonna lie, the thumbnail to this video pissed me off, and it got me here. So yeah, on the road to 2,000 or the road to 10,000 on Instagram, C Daddy YT. Follow me. Let's get into the video. LeBron, don't try to take no blame for this, LeBron. Keep it a buck. Your team is ass.
I'm just
Say we're too damn small. Coach is dumb. That's why I got him up out of here. Shit like that. That's what I want to hear from Brian.
curious about your emotions right now. I was thinking about it today, and I was looking back at like every single year, the common emotions when the season ended, and some unique emotions depending on which team I was on. You've obviously won a championship. I don't know what those emotions are like, but what
Dang,
can you
JJ.
just
Shit,
describe
LeBron.
what the end of
Played
the
with Chris
season
Paul
is?
too long.
Well, look, can we cheers first before we even?
You're right. My bad.
Can we cheers?
Yeah.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Shit,
cheers
where
first,
am I
nigga.
emotionally
Cheers first.
right now?
Fuck, it's LeBron show.
I don't know, to be honest. I have no idea where I am emotionally right now. Obviously, going against the defending champions in the first round is always going to be a difficult challenge. We knew that coming into it. But fuck, we had so many opportunities, man. And to lose in 5, 2 of them being game winners by, Jamal, his greatness. We had so many opportunities. Obviously, being up, 20, in game 2 in their building and losing that game, and having so many opportunities in other games, you just feel like shit. If one play here, one play there, could have made a hell of a difference. But when you're playing against a team like that, you have 0 room for error, and I believe we made too many errors.
Yeah, we have 0 room for error when we have a little ass team guarding a big ass team. Yes.
In some of the games, I've seen some crazy ass stat about like the minutes that we were leading in the series compared to losing in the series.
Yeah, I seen that.
But we both know that's a little bit of fool's gold, because most playoff games come down to 1 or 2, 3 or 4 possessions. And if you're not able to capitalize off those possessions, or
Bro, we was winning like 80-90% of the series.
Bro. You lose games,
and we
so
lost in 5.
Emotionally, I feel like we was like right there, obviously in every game to be able to steal a game, but also at the same time, we were, and that's why we lost the series. And shit hurts, obviously. Being a competitor, you are. You've been in multiple series in your career as well, but
yeah, you've been in multiple first, second rounds. You've seen multiple first, second rounds.
Fuck, man, I feel like a couple plays here, a couple plays there. We could have.
Have you ever even been to the conference finals?
The better team won, for sure.
I'm not sure.
Give credit where credit is due.
I think that's fair. I want to go back to the singular play thing in a second, but I was thinking about the come down of the season, and I was having a conversation with someone who's worked in the NBA a long time a couple weeks ago. We were talking about the stress levels of different positions within the NBA, right? Front office, coaching, players, all that.
Yeah.
And I feel like as a player, you're always on edge during the season.
Always.
There's no like comfort level. The intensity, even just like going to dinner with friends, you're still like wired.
Thinking about the game. Yeah.
And I think when the season ends, that was always the weirdest transition. There's certainly sometimes anger. There's certainly sadness. Like that, those emotions are there. But it's like, I know this sounds fucking weird, man, but sometimes when the season would end, I would be like, okay, I need to figure out how I can re-enter society. Because I've had to be on for the last 7, 8 months.
7, 8, 9 months. Yep, for sure. Yep, you're absolutely right, man. And it's getting readjusted to what reality actually really is.
Brian, you will never
difficult after the season.
You will never know again, bro.
You've been in such a bubble, for 7, 8 months, whatever the case, however long the season was, that getting reacclimated to actuality, society, is always a transition.
Do you
got a private
approach
jet, LeBron.
these type of off seasons differently? with USA Basketball.
We had a
coming
private jet.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's going to be a little bit different. For me, probably over like the last 4 to 5 years, I've kind of, after the season, tried to get my body at least 2 months of like no basketball. I'm still doing, like the yogas and the Pilates and, walking around, still being active and stretching and all that type of shit. But as far as I've tried to get my body like 2 months, just I don't want to be on the basketball court at all. Actually, like training. But it's challenging now because it's May 1st, and in 2 months training camp actually starts in Vegas, and I don't want to go into training camp doing nothing on the court for 2 months. So I'm gonna kind of switch it up a little bit. I'm not gonna be going crazy with my training, whatever the case may be. I'll probably take the month of May off, give my body an opportunity to rest. And then probably around the first or second week of June, I'll start to kind of get back into the game a little bit, start getting some routine shots up, getting a feel for the ball. So now I got the FIBA ball I got to work with too, so that's a little different. But just get my body reacclimated to just some of the movements that you never do on a regular day-to-day basis as far as when you're doing workouts. So I'll switch it up a little bit.
I would always do the same
shit.
thing, 6 to 8 weeks, depending on when the season. Obviously,
Yeah.
the years I made the finals, conference finals, those 2 years.
Oh, you made the conference finals?
The break from basketball was a little shorter, but
Yeah.
I kept
Congrats.
my body going. The thing that I realized though when I got older is like I can't turn it off, because once I turn the faucet,
Should have played with Bron,
it's never
JJ.
coming back.
Should have played with Bron.
I became even more diligent in those, like in the basketball breaks, about like my lifts, my Pilates, my conditioning, all the mobility stuff I was working on, physical therapy, whatever I need to work on. Like, if I actually do take time off and do nothing, like I'm just gonna be done. Like that's the reality. There were some singular plays in that Denver series for sure. And look, we have committed, and maybe we haven't been perfect, but we have committed to avoiding, or at least trying to, the discourse. I am, of course, on the
LeBron
other
got
side
you a
of
gold
this,
plaque already? I'm
working
surprised.
in media, so I see
600K?
everything, right? And a lot of
I thought that's $1 million.
it's because it's you guys, honestly. A lot of it is blaming someone, blaming this player for this play, or this player for this performance. I get it, man. Like, it's part of the job. I understand that. I think what you said is important, and this is not an excuse for the Lakers. It's not. What you said is important. Denver is the better team. As an analyst, I would have told you that yesterday. I would have told you that 4 months ago. Hey, LeBron.
Okay, JJ. Don't piss me the fuck off. We're literally a big man. We're literally a big man away, JJ. You never seen the finals, buddy. Calm your ass down. You getting too a little ahead of yourself with this podcast shit. Remember, you only make the conference finals. You never won it. You just made it. You got a participation reward, buddy. Get the fuck up. This nigga about to piss me off. That shit like low-key just blew me. Okay, there.
I think Denver's a better team than you guys. Like, I would just be honest with you. You have played them 2 years in a row. We have spent some time on Jokic. He's certainly part of the puzzle, a big part of the puzzle. What makes the Denver Nuggets puzzle so hard to solve?
No, we're small as shit.
Obviously it starts with Joker, obviously.
Say we're too small, Brian. That's it.
But I don't think Jamal Murray gets enough credit. He's not part of the.
I might skip it. I might skip what Brian have to say here.
All NBA
I'm speeding through it, bro.
Discourse. He's not a part of the I'm an all-star every year discourse. All that shit. And I think, people get caught up and just thinking it's just Joker. How do you stop Joker? Man, when it comes to nut crunching time, yes, Joker gonna make a lot of plays. But it's that motherfucker Jamal Murray that will send you home, and I'm a victim of it. And he just makes plays. It's a sense of calmness when the ball is in his hand.
Okay, no. This is what we're not doing. I promise you, this is what we're not doing. Y'all want to watch a regular video, I can watch it. This is what we're not doing. I'm not sitting here looking at the highlights.
Or that angle
their highlights.
Where he either handling and Joker setting it, or he's playing
Okay, LeBron, just join the Nuggets at this point. If you're not finna join them, shut the fuck up.
See, okay, this guy shoots better going this way. This guy shoots off the dribble going this way. Well, he hit 2 game winners on us in this series.
No.
Offensively, but that's a different story. And then to add on to those 2 guys, Michael Porter Jr. is a fucking laser.
Against y'all. Against us. Against the fucking Lakers. Leave the Lakers.
I don't know if it's just because he sees the Lakers or.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay, Brian, we back into it. Thank you. That's all I was saying. Thank you. That's exactly what it is. Yes, that you got it. You got it. You got it spot on, Brian. You got it spot on.
The gold or whatever.
Yes,
I
it's the
feel like
colors.
versus, that motherfucker don't miss.
Yes, he said versus us. Thank you.
I called the one game
Thank
where he
you.
literally did not miss. In
Yeah, in LA. He
Thank
literally
you.
Did not miss. He literally did not miss. And I was like, man, you can't even get, you know how they say, close the gap, get to his chest. He doesn't even see you. He doesn't see you. And then those other 2 guys, man. You got KCP out there, a guy who's just a winner who makes winning plays. He can have 0 points, he can have 15 points, and he's gonna make an impact on a game. And the same with Aaron Gordon. You know, Aaron Gordon, if he has 2 points, or if he's gonna slash from the baseline, you know, he's gonna guard. I just think they're super well organized as a group, and then obviously, you know, their coaching staff is pretty damn good on knowing, you know, what their strengths, and they go to their strengths. They avoid their weakness. You know, they avoid their weakness. It's not many. See, the difference between great teams, good teams, and bad teams is to how many possessions can you go throughout the course of the game that meant absolutely nothing. Meaning, a great team won't go through too many games where they had terrible possessions where it was like, what the fuck are we doing? Where a great team would never throw the ball into the post to a guy and we're going to expect him to score if that's not what the fuck he do. A great team would never run a pick and roll with a player if he's not a pick and roll player. That's where the great, the good, and the bad lies. Denver, they know what their strengths are. And it's not nobody on that floor that does something that they shouldn't be doing. And I think that's what ultimately makes a great team.
Doc Rivers always talks about basketball.
He's talking about that because we just give the ball to fucking Rory on a blow block, making him ISO and shit. I mean, nah, he was doing that, but bro, I don't know. Who else was doing some bullshit like that?
Game of mistakes, right? And it is.
Yep.
Like
Gabe Vincent, like anything you shoot, what are you doing? You shouldn't even be in the game.
I get killed for saying this, but I'll stand by this. I don't think there's ever been a perfect player. I don't think there's ever been a perfect team. I don't know of a team that...
JJ, you're about to piss me off. What? Look who you're talking to. What? Look who you're talking to. Watch your mouth.
Right, and it is.
Yep.
Like there's not a... I get killed for saying this, but I'll stand by this. I don't think there's ever been a perfect player. I don't think there's ever been a perfect team. I don't know of a team that did not turn the ball over, did not miss a shot, did not lose a game.
Obviously not that, but
basketball is a game of mistakes. What you just said is, I think, really important, and it gets ratcheted up even more in the playoffs. And that is having purpose to every possession.
Yep.
That is having an intent to what we're trying to do on this possession. I think
yeah,
that's an
every
important point. I'm glad you brought up Michael Porter Jr. because he has really, to me, embraced like the role that he has. And I've talked to him about it, and some of it is the guy has had insane injuries, the back surgeries, playing with drop foot, all that stuff.
Yep.
He's just grateful to play now. But I think he is the hardest player that is not like a primary scorer, right? He's the hardest player to close out to.
Yeah.
The reason I say that, he's 6'10".
he jumped high as shit.
He elevates on his jump shot.
Yeah.
They always maintain elite spacing. So if you make a mistake in your help, or you make a mistake on the Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic coverage in a pick and roll, and you have to react to that. You have to overhelp. You get beat by Jamal Murray. Ball starts swinging. You can't close to him. He just is going to shoot over the top. And if for some reason you are there soon enough, he's gotten elite at driving closeouts. Correct. He really has. Whether he's getting to his midi or he's getting all the way to the basket.
Yep.
Like he's not.
Okay, they're not just showing it against the Lakers. Okay.
But
I thought it was just showing
a star in his role, and as we see all the time in the playoffs, those guys become even more important in a series. Because the whole point of the playoffs, LeBron, you know this, the whole point of the playoffs is like, how do we make every single player uncomfortable? And it starts with the star players. How do we make the star players uncomfortable?
Yep. I mean, listen, Jamal hit 2 game winners on us. But you look at his numbers, we did a hell of a job on Jamal as far as making it tough on him. He shot maybe high 30s, maybe. I don't know the statistics, but maybe high 30s from the field in our series. And obviously, Joker's gonna do what he did. Michael Porter is the one who kicked our ass.
Yes, thank you.
You know, he kicked our ass. And you remember we was talking about
he
having
sure
luck
did
to win a championship? Denver is a case for that. There's no way coming out of high school before the back surgery that Michael Porter would even be in Denver.
He's saying what I'm saying.
Projected #1 pick in the draft.
He said what I said.
And because
oh my
of that,
gosh.
Teams get alarmed and whatever the case may be because of that.
I
and
said
he slid in the
this.
draft, and he slid right to the perfect position and perfect spot. They waited on him, didn't rush him, whatever the case may be. Then he got in, and then he was still a little injured, like you said, with the drop foot or whatever the case may be. But now he's in a perfect situation.
Bro, that's why LeBron's my goal, bro. He knows what he's talking about. I said the same shit.
You have to keep not only your eyes on him if you're guarding as a primary defender, but then another set of eyes. So there's going to be somebody on that floor that you're going to forget about. And you know, he makes you pay. Like you said, 6'10". He shoots at the top of his jump shot. His elbow is right in your face too, so you can't close the gap because if you hit his elbow, there's 3 free throws. And he's a big time player.
Hey guys, thanks for listening.
We need to try to snag him, pay him, fuck it. Yo, that nigga LeBron knows what he talking about. He said the same shit I'm saying. That's why he's the GOAT. Let me know what y'all think about that down below, man. I'm out this bitch on order 2000.